Hi everyone, I'm Sandy. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I have my March reading plans for you, and it is, I will say, a very Sandy TBR. There are so many events in March, including one that I am co-hosting, and there's so many options for books that I couldn't help myself. I have a huge stack. I'm surrounded by books right now, and it just makes me so incredibly happy to see all these possibilities for the month of March. I am so excited to pick up these books. I have so many books in here that I am just actively looking forward to, books that I have wanted to read for quite a while, and then some new ones coming in and some new authors coming in, and I just can't wait. Oh my goodness. So let's start first with the event that I am co-hosting in the month of March. I am going to be co-hosting an event called Fierce Reads, which is a bookish tribute to International Women's Day. I'm co-hosting this with Julie at the Hungry Bookworm, Kristin at Enter the Book, and Shelley Swearingen. I am so excited. I basically, my entire TBR this month, with the exception of one book, is all female authors. So I went in full steam on the Fierce Reads concept, and I'm so excited. In order to participate in the event, all you have to do is read a book by a female author. That's really it. It's pretty simple, but we did create some prompts for you where if you want to go and try and pick some books for some different prompts, that would be lovely as well. We also have a group read. And the group read is Violeta by Isabelle Allende. I've read a couple Isabelle Allende's and really did like her writing quite a bit. I am so looking forward to this one. I hope I love it. Very shiny library copy because I am still on the Read What You Own challenge, which I'm trying to read the books from my own bookshelves. But it didn't stop me from compiling a massive TBR of books. So, oh boy. But Violeta is our group read. Now, when I go through the rest of my TBR, I will try and say what books or what prompts are for Fierce Reads, and then also go into the other events that are going on in the month of March. Yeah, but it's a lot. I just get so happy. Compiling a TBR just brings me a lot of joy. So the first thing I'll talk about the second thing I'll talk about now is my 1001 Book Club, which I'm co-hosting with Britta Bowler. And we selected for the month of March this lovely book, The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall. And Radcliffe Hall, I think is how you say that particular name. I love this cover, by the way. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. This book I have been looking forward to since the minute we put it on the book club list. I cannot wait to read this one. It's certainly a little bit more modern than the book club pick that we had for February, which was The Princess of Cleves, written in the 1600s. And this one definitely has a more modern kind of concept. I can't wait to read this one. Britta and I are also debating being able to do a Zoom call maybe towards the end of the month, so I can't wait to do that as well. But yeah, The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall. Ooh, cannot wait to read this one. The rest of my 1001 book picks for the 1001 book countdown, I'm going to start with one for March of the Mammoths. It's a long time event out here on the BookTube community, and it's hosted by Jason over at Old Blues Chapter and Verse. I will leave his channel information linked in the description below for you. March of the Mammoths is to read a book over 800 pages. And so I will be reading this book with Tiffany over at Beautiful Minutia, but it is Daniel Deronda by George Eliot. George Eliot is a pseudonym for a female author. I have read Adam Bede, Middlemarch, Silas Marner, so this will be my fourth book by George Eliot. I cannot wait to pick this one up, though it is, of course, a pretty big book. It has over 800 pages in this particular edition. But, you know, Tiffany and I have a schedule of 3 to 5 chapters a day. I don't know how long the chapters are, so we'll see how that goes. But I love George Eliot. I fell in love with Adam Bede, which I also read with Britta Bowler. How funny. But I absolutely loved George Eliot's writing, so I cannot wait to pick this particular one up. I don't know what this one is actually about, though, but Daniel Deronda. The other two 1001 book countdown picks, I went the opposite way and went super short. Rebecca West, The Return of the Soldier. Look at how small this is. Definitely not March of the Mammoths, but a fierce female author, which is one of the prompts for the for Fierce Reads. So that one I think would absolutely fit in that category. I love this cover as well. I'm just in love with really interesting covers. Is she sad? Is she crying? Like, what is she doing in this cover? So that is one. And then the last book that I have selected for the 1001 book countdown is Out of Africa by Karen Blixen. I had tried to read this last year for May of the Moderns, and so I'd listened to the audiobook, but it was abridged, and I just didn't get into it in that particular point in time. But I am hoping to pick this one up for this month, for the month of March. I would love to do that, and I really love to watch the adaptation. I think that would be incredible. But those are my 1001 picks. Okay, I also, of course, have other projects because I'm a lunatic. I have my longest on my TBR project where I'm trying to read 24 books that have been on my shelves the longest amount of time. And for that, I did select Piranesi by Susanna Clark. I think this one's a great pick because it's a women's prize, won the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2021. So great, fierce female author. The second one is one that I'm surprised. I think some people are also surprised. I haven't read this yet, and it is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I have read actually Circe, which I believe is also written by Madeline Miller, but I haven't read this one. So I'm very interested in picking up this one. I have seen different kinds of reviews about this particular book. It also looks like it says it's the winner of the Orange Prize for Fiction. So some great female authors that have been prize-winning books. Really looking forward to that one. Those are my two oldest. Now, my subscriber favorite books are also female authors. The first one is Hello Beautiful by Ann Napolitano. I have no idea what this particular book is about, but it did come up for my subscriber favorite. Again, it's a library book because I'm not buying books right now. I'm being very good about not buying books. And then the second one is one I've struggled to not pick up already, and it is this one, Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. This is the first book in a series, and one of the prompts we have is for an up-and-coming author. This could actually fall into that category because this is there's 3 books in this series, but that is all that I believe she's written so far. But yeah, Fireborn. Oh, look at the dragon. I miss reading about dragons. So I'm excited about this one. I did find this in the teen section. So yeah, but I am excited about picking up this particular fantasy book in the month of March. Okay. One of the other prompts we have for Fierce Reads is to read a book featuring a fierce female friendship. I don't know if I'm going to get to this one, but I have it here, and it is this one, The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. This is the second book in the Neapolitan Quartet. I read the first one, My Brilliant Friend, and then this one continues on with their friendship over the next several years. So I would like to try and read this one. I don't know. We'll see. It's a solid maybe at this particular point. When there's a prompt as well in our readathon there is a prompt in our readathon to read a book based on a mythical character. And the one thing I did find that I'm really super interested in reading and found at the library, which is on its way, but I don't have it quite yet, is this one, Medea, by Eilish Quinn. So this book says, discover the full story of the sorceress Medea, one of the most reviled and maligned women of Greek antiquity, in this propulsive and evocative debut in the tradition of Circe, Electra, and Stoneblind. Among the women of Greek mythology, the witch Medea may be the most despised. I read that synopsis and went, oh my gosh. So mythical character, which is one of the prompts. This is a debut novel, up-and-coming author. It fits more than one category. So I did put that on hold at the library. It is in transit, so I know I'll be able to read it this month. And then the other one that I had, the other prompt that is there is to read a book with a strong female protagonist. And it also follows with read a book with some of your favorite characters. And for me, this is not going to be a surprise to anyone who's watched my channel for any length of time, but Random in Death by J.D. Robb. It has a very strong female protagonist in Eve Dallas, who's a police investigator in the future, along with a wide variety of cast of characters, some of my favorite characters, some of my favorite female characters. I do have this on hold at the library again. I am currently number 121 on 262 copies. No, I don't know what position I'm in, but I am in position for this particular book, and it looks like it will come in. I'm 28, sorry, I'm 28 on 121 copies. I had put it on hold because I didn't want it to come in early, but those are a couple of other books that I really, really would like to read. Okay, there's also March Mystery Madness. How can I not talk about March Mystery Madness? There are a number of hosts this year, which I will try and leave all linked in the description below for you. And I love mystery. I do try to read a lot of mystery. And for this one, it was pretty much a no-brainer as far as which book or which author I was going to pick up. It also happens to be one of my oldest on my TBR, which is going to be The Hollow by Agatha Christie. I am such a fan of Agatha Christie. One of my favorite books of all time is And Then There Were None. I picked up this one because of Marilyn Maya Mendoza, who is actually one of the co-hosts for March Mystery Madness. So very excited about reading that one. If by some miracle, I have more time, I have two other books that are on my longest TBR, which are in this absolutely gorgeous bind up of Agatha Christie books. So this is Death on the Nile, but if you look on the back, we have the ABC Murders and Five Little Pigs. Both of those I put on my oldest TBR for this year. If I get in a massive mystery mood, I'm gonna pick them up. But right now they're gonna go on the massive pile, and we'll see how I go. The other thing is I have two other books to read for the BookTube prize. I am judging Fiction Group C. I have finished one full one. I have about less than 100 pages left of a second one. One I had already read, and I have one more, but it's not a female author. But the two I am ecstatic about reading are these two. The Rachel Incident by Carolyn O'Donoghue. Oh, I saw this on Priscilla at the Evening Reader. She was talking about this, and I cannot wait to pick up this one. The other one is this one, Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. I have not read any Ann Patchett yet, but it is one of the female authors I would like to read. So I have these two books left to read for the BookTube prize. I really want to pick these up. Is it a lot? Is it a lot? Yes, it is. I understand, but I like having some options. I do. I really enjoy having a wide variety to pick from. And like I said, I am so excited about so many of these books that I'm having trouble not starting some of these. I can't wait. I can't wait for my March TBR. What events are you participating in the month of March? I would love it if you leave that for me in the comments down below. Have you read any of these books? I would love to hear that as well. I am really looking forward to the month of March, which apparently has 725 days in it, so I should be fine. Yeah. But please leave me a comment, give me a like, consider subscribing and sticking around and seeing how I do in this month. Yeah, I'm loving what I have coming up. I hope you do too. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.